All right.
Cool.
Welcome guys again to the CSC SE. Oh, I said SES podcast. Some trabalenguas. Special edition sports. I'm joined with my boy Jason this time around,
Sure.
and we're doing NFL predictions. So we're in August 19th. Today's the 19th.
Today's the 19th, yes.
So week 2 of preseason, and
week 2 preseason.
two
I
more.
think there's some games going on right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, week 2 is pretty much
So in
wrapped
3
up.
weeks it starts, or in 2 weeks?
3 weeks it starts.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
I know the Cowboys' first game is September 10th, but the first game of the season is the
7th.
Thursday before. So it's
the 7th.
7th.
Yeah, so we're really close. So we're gonna start doing our predictions. We're gonna go all the way to the Super Bowl. So before the season starts, we'll probably do once the playoffs start, we'll redo our predictions.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Or even just like in the middle of the season. Cause
yeah, that too.
anything could happen. People get hurt.
Yeah, and it can derail out of season. So, but this is before the season starts. We're gonna go division by division, and then we're gonna see who the division winner is. We can also do first that, and then predict who wins the Super Bowl and who goes out of each conference.
We can. Yeah, exactly. We can choose who wins each conference or how the playoff picture ends up looking. Who gets wild cards and.
Yeah. And so let's get started. Where you want to start, AFC or NFC?
Let's start AFC.
What? No, let's do NFC because the AFC is crazy. Oh, you want to go with the AFC because it's crazy? It's the crazy.
I just want to go AFC because I want to do the NFC East last.
All right.
Say the best for last.
I don't know about. It wasn't that bad of a division last year.
It was the best division last year, actually. Almost.
Wait, let me think about
all
this.
All 4 of us could have made the playoffs.
True, but in the NFC. But I'm trying to think. The AFC, there's another better division. Maybe the AFC East, but the Patriots and Jets were. Nah. Okay, I'll give it to you for last season.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Bet. So AFC, let's go. West, East, or South.
We'll start North.
North, AFC South or North? All right.
Yeah, just start the.
Oh, actually, I think the AFC North is the best division in football. This season. It should be with the Browns.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's start there. AFC North. Right. We got the Bengals, the
Ravens, the Steelers,
and the Browns. You go first.
Okay.
I want to hear you. I already know what I'm gonna say, but.
All right. I guess we can start with.
Start with the Steelers, Browns.
The Steelers. They're a good team, or they have a good coach. They have a good culture. Ever since he started, he's never had a losing season.
Nope.
Never. So I don't expect them to suck, but I think I got them at the bottom of the division.
Oh, damn, I got them third, but you can go.
I only because, I take that. It's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a fight for third place between them and the Browns because I still don't have too much faith in the Browns. I know they paid a lot for Deshaun Watson, and they kind of ruined the whole quarterback market thing. That's
they really did.
But man, I mean, the Browns are kind of stacked. They have a good running game. They don't really have any receivers. They have a good O-line. Their defense is coming up a bit.
Is middle of the pack middle of the pack to kind of good, I would say.
Because they got talent like Myles Garrett. They got Denzel Ward. They got a couple of LSU DBs back there. So, I mean, that's talent. But yeah, I just don't have too much faith in Deshaun Watson yet. I just from what I saw last year, which you can always attribute that to rust.
Yeah, I kind of do,
But even when you see someone rusty, you still see their potential. You still see their talent, and I just didn't see his talent that he.
You see, kind of close to nothing, basically. Is what you're saying.
He just didn't look like Deshaun Watson to me. Like, if you see him doing crazy throws and just being a little bit inaccurate because of rust or whatever, a little bit underthrown, but I just didn't see
even that.
Like, I just didn't see any of his talent that he's had before. I didn't even see him run like he used to run.
Yeah.
And so
physically, I think he was kind of like. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You would think he'd be feeling great after all those massages, but. This guy.
That was a good one.
Well, yeah. But yeah.
So you got him fourth?
I guess I'll have Browns. I guess I'll take Browns fourth, just because I still don't think the Steelers will go under 500.
You got them like at 9-8.
Yeah, I think probably just right at 9-8.
I think that's what they did last year too, right? 98. Yeah, I think that's what they did.
Yep. Yeah. Because
Okay.
I mean they have high hopes for Kenny Pickett, but I still think he's kind of on the fence of
On the fence.
whether he's
Good
gonna
or
be good
yay
or
or
not.
nay. I think he's a
Yeah.
starter. I think Kenny Pickett's a starter, but he's nothing. Wow, he's kind of like. I think he eventually his career. This is what I project for him. Kind of like a Kirk Cousins, maybe even a little bit below Kirk Cousins.
Maybe.
That's
Maybe.
and I think his ceiling is Kirk Cousins. I'll give you that. But
Yeah, he doesn't have too much like raw
Wowzers,
talent.
wow.
Yeah, like he doesn't have. Yeah, he's just.
Yeah, I think that's what he'll be for me. But that's kind of how I see him and I project him. So then you got. I'm assuming. Oh, then you said Steelers third. So who's taking the North? We the North.
I need to get more information on this Joe
Joe
Burrow
Burrow?
injury. If Joe Burrow's healthy, I'd take the Bengals.
Okay. He was already in the like preseason warmups doing stuff. I know it's not much, but like he looked agile. I saw a clip, and then Adam Schefter's like, "That's a guy." Oh, it's Adam Schefter. I mean, he's an insider, but like he was just going based on what he saw.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, that's a guy that can." For me, that guy's like he could start week 1, but I don't know. I think they'll hold him off. Even if he's healthy, they'll hold him off for sure. Like I think week 1, and then. But
They probably will. It's because he had a calf strain, and calf strains usually don't take too long. I know Dak had one like last year. I think he only took a game off. Or
calf strain.
Yeah,
I
calf
didn't
strain.
know that.
Yeah, again when they beat the Patriots,
Mm-hmm.
and then Cooper Rush came in on Halloween and beat the Vikings. Oh no, not last year.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
2 weeks.
The year
2 years ago.
before
2 years
last
ago.
year.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still thinking we're in 2022.
Yeah.
But that's what I thought at first when I thought calf sprain. I was like, oh, he'll be back by the beginning of the season. But then other people were kind of making it more of a big deal than it really was. So now I got kind of scared. I was like, well, wait.
Who should I believe?
Yeah, and so
Okay, then I'm gonna put it like this. So let's say he misses 2 weeks.
I think that's gonna make a difference.
Okay.
Because I think he has a division game the first game.
Is the Browns, and I
Yeah.
think the second one is the Ravens,
So I think he misses
but
2
at
weeks.
home. But then the Browns, I think, is away.
But that's 2 division games.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
I don't even know who their backup is.
Me either.
The Bengals.
All right, then it sounds like.
So I guess okay, if Joe Burrow misses those 2 games, I think that makes all the difference. I think that puts the Ravens over the top. I've always kind of been a Lamar Jackson doubter also, just because he's just too inconsistent with his passing. I think he has the talent. I think he has the ability. He has the potential.
And it looks like he can fix it. Like he's a guy that I think can polish it.
Yeah, he just needs to get in the lab and do it. And hopefully this offseason, vying for that new contract, he did that. Or maybe out of pettiness, he didn't do shit, which is kind of probably what I would do.
Yeah.
But, yeah, this is Lamar Jackson. It's the same thing with a lot of these other quarterbacks. They don't get hate. Well, no, he gets his fair share of hate. For
criticism.
For not, doing well in the playoffs and whatnot. I just think
Okay.
because he can be great.
Yeah. I think he's on his day top 5, like on his proper day top 5 QB in the league, without a doubt. Okay, so I hear Ravens first, Bengals second, third.
If they're not healthy.
Yeah. If Joe
Burrow starts week 1, it's the Bengals for me.
Okay. Damn, I think you kind of convinced me. So I had same thing. Bengals, Ravens, Steelers. I got Steelers 10-7, but I had them 10-7, but not making the playoffs this year. I think just this year will be the weird year that 10-7 doesn't make it.
Yeah.
The playoffs. This is my prediction, and then Browns at either 8 or 9 or 9-8. Also in 4th. But I think you're kind of convincing me to pick the Ravens. But I'm gonna say this: I had Bengals and Ravens fighting for the number 1 seed of the AFC. You're going 13-4 or 12-5, ish. But I think, Chris, can you check this real quick? Can you check the first 2 games of the Bengals if they're division games? If they are, I'm 100% with you. 100%.
Yeah,
if it's 1, I think they can get away with it.
Yeah.
Or if he misses 1, sorry. If he misses 1 and they lose it and then they come back and.
Yeah, I guess they could probably get away with that.
But I'm gonna just go with my gut, and I want to say they still take it because I'm just the biggest Joe Burrow fan ever.
Yeah.
So not just for the sake of like being opposite.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do.
Ravens.
Yeah, those are the first two games.
Yeah.
Damn. Who do they play at home? I think one of them they play at home. I think they play Ravens at home, right?
I think they play the Bengals at home.
No. Who do the Bengals play?
My bad, the Browns.
At home or away from home? Never mind. From top.
They play the Browns at their house, and then the Ravens home.
Okay. So I either way I had them losing the first game of the season just as a surprise first game. You know how the first week is just crazy.
And the Bengals usually start off slow every season too.
Okay, but
they've been doing that.
And
they lost a rush last year.
Oh, okay.
Against us, week 2.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yep. And damn, I think if they lose, or if he doesn't play the second game against Ravens, that for me that's more important than the Browns game because it's at home, and then I'm pretty sure they'll play Ravens later in the year and play later in the year at Ravens when they're already kind of cooking and stuff. They're already feeling themselves. Ravens, I think they'll lose it, so they can get swept by Ravens this year, if obviously. But okay. I think we're in the same page.
I have all the faith in the world in Joe Burrow. But if he's not there and he loses,
problemo.
If they lose those first two games, that's
a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move then to the AFC. What do you want to do? AFC South. This is AFC East. Okay, AFC East. Yeah, just do it. Okay, so we got the Pats, Dolphins, Bills, and Patriots or Jets. Sorry, I had to say the Pats.
So I think it's consensus Bills first place, except for these diehard Aaron Rodgers fans who think that they're just gonna win the Super Bowl this year. I think I got the Bills going first. I think Josh Allen for me is really complete. It's just those turnovers that's kind of holding him back from becoming echelon, top of the echelon.
Cream of the cream.
Yeah. I just want to see how that drama with Stephon Diggs comes out because I know Stephon Diggs.
You think that's something or nothing?
I don't know because for a long time during the offseason, he's been hinting at coming to us, to the Cowboys.
Oh yeah,
with Trayvon.
I think last year too, right? Not just this year.
And he's spoken about on how unhappy he is there. Or his issues. I guess I wouldn't go to say he's unhappy.
I think the only thing I guess keeping him is Josh Allen. They've been so close. I think that's really the only thing that's keeping him there.
Stephon Diggs is what turned Josh Allen into a bust to Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Because before Stephon was there, Josh Allen was not that hot.
Yeah.
Their defense is really good. They just can't rush the quarterback, and they picked up Von Miller last year for that, but then he got hurt. It's just like, man.
And I think that's why everybody had him win the Super Bowl last year because of Von Miller.
Because of Von Miller, exactly. If Von Miller can stay healthy, which he has a history of not, they could go far again this year. But it's just, is Josh Allen gonna cut back on those interceptions? Not just interceptions, but turnovers because he fumbles a lot too.
I think another thing is that maybe it's not the biggest deal, but their O-line look horrible against the Cincinnati Bengals, and they sometimes struggle to run it. I mean, besides Josh Allen running it, but like they're, I don't know if it's the run block problem or is it a running back problem? The actual proper running backs.
I don't think it's a running back because that single their running back is
Singletary.
Yeah, he's
proper.
He's okay. He's decent. Yeah, he's not a scrub. It's probably just because. You would think because they throw so much that when they do run, it'd be efficient, but I don't know. I think maybe it's just the run blocking is just not good enough.
And they don't have to be that good. It's just enough for them to like balance it out.
Exactly, you don't because that you just to keep the team on their toes. Because if they know you're just gonna throw it
that's where their interceptions come.
Yeah, and if you run it every once in a while, then they're gonna stack the box a little bit, and then you get more open receivers.
Yep.
But
you still got the Bills first, though.
I got the Bills first for sure. Second place is gonna be a fight between the Dolphins and the Jets for me. I just have I don't think Aaron Rodgers is gonna pan out in New York.
I'm kind of the same lane with you.
I don't see anything happening there. if with veteran players in his locker room didn't help Aaron Rodgers' situation at Green Bay, he's supposed to do something with all these impressionable young guys. Like,
I mean, they look up to him, they listen to him. So maybe that's what he wants. Them just de-writing him.
that's now because they haven't played any games.
True.
But as soon as there's an incompletion and he goes,
Oh yeah.
what the fuck are you
That's
doing? What the
true.
fuck are you doing? Always blame deflecting everything.
It's
It's
true.
never on him. Then we'll see how
It'll be
they feel
hot.
about him.
And some of them are gonna be like, "What the fuck is wrong?" Like
Yeah.
they'll feel betrayed, and which is, I mean, I think that's kind of betrayal, to be honest. Like especially lately, anything public, that's
especially, yeah.
like bro, I don't really trip as much when it's in practice. Like you show me up because I know you're trying to win and you want me to practice hard. But when it's in the game, like I get it, but just don't show it.
Never show up your teammate.
Exactly. Like, and it's like we ride or die, and you over here showing me up in like middle of a game. Heck nah, that's gonna make me worse. Like, I'm gonna get upset with you, and I'm gonna fuck up again and again. So,
Yeah. I have no love for Aaron Rodgers at all. I think on and off the field. I mean, there was a point when on the field I thought he was great. He can make every throw on the field from anywhere on the field. He can do it all. It's just those intangibles.
And they matter. They matter.
They matter a lot.
Especially in a so-called Super Bowl winning team.
Exactly.
It has to be almost everything has to go almost like smooth. Like I wouldn't say. I mean, every championship has its like tough road, like difficulties, but like that's something that you need to check off if you do want to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I just think he's just an asshole. Legit.
He looks like he's changed, but
Nah, I don't believe it.
I don't think somebody changes like that.
I don't believe it. And if something goes wrong this year, he's gonna threaten retirement again, and the Jets are gonna get on their knees. The Jets are gonna get on their knees and offer him the world, and it's gonna say the same thing that's been happening at Green Bay. I don't believe it. He spent years talking about how they don't ever get him any wide receivers at Green Bay or whatever.
Bro, that boy had the best receiver in the game.
And then as soon as Devontae Adams' contract comes up and he wants to get paid more, and Aaron Rodgers' contract was coming up also, instead of Aaron Rodgers saying, hey, I want to keep my wide receiver. We need wide receivers. I love my wide receiver. I'll do anything to keep him here. Nah, let me get the biggest contract in NFL history. Let me take away money from him that y'all could have gave to him to keep on the team.
And keep the team on tag.
Exactly. And no, Devontae Adams left, went to the Raiders. Something that...
He loves the Raiders. He loves the Raiders. He's a Raider fan. Devontae Adams.
Well, yeah, but he went
the
there.
money,
He went there
$30
because
million
Derek Carr was his
that
buddy
too.
from college.
That too, yeah.
Now Derek Carr's gone. Is he gonna love Jimmy Garoppolo?
We shall see.
We'll see.
I doubt it though.
Yeah. Sucho.
So I'm leaning the Jets third. You're leaning the Jets third.
If you put a gun to my head, I'm taking Jets third. I don't love Miami either.
Damn, I do, bro.
I don't. It's just.
I'm not saying I love Tua, but I love everything.
Everything else is tits because you got Tyreek Hill and what's the other guy's name?
Xavier Howard.
Jalen Waddle.
Oh, Jalen Waddle.
Those two wide receivers, man, that's a track team right there.
Speed.
And their defense is really good with Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, Jalen Ramsey.
Phillips.
Jalen Ramsey, I don't know.
What's his name? Phillips, the youngin, their pass rusher, or he can play like outside linebacker. Phillips. It's something Phillips.
His name escapes me.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
he's 2021 class.
Yes.
Yeah, he's cold too.
Yeah.
Obviously Jalen Ramsey, Vic Fangio coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So
Fangio's a defensive.
So
genius.
what brings you? Why aren't you in love with Miami?
It's just the quarterback. Really,
Tua?
For one, I know Tyreek had a bunch.
Give
of
him a
yards
chance like
last year.
Jalen Hurts.
Well, Jalen Hurts' problem never was his physical abilities. It was his just execution. That was Jalen Hurts' problem.
Just passing or running as well.
Passing.
Okay.
With Tua, I just think that he just doesn't have the capability to do it. I just don't think. Yeah, I don't think he eats his Wheaties. I think. And I know Tyreek. I think Tyreek Hill damn near almost led the league in yards last season. I think he was
did.
ahead, and then he lost it to Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, because I remember he had like 2 games like He didn't have any production. I remember.
But I'm just thinking, like, what would he have had if you get a guy that could throw the ball 80 yards down the field,
like Patty Mahomes,
like with Patty, exactly.
Damn.
And I don't trust his health. I don't think he should be playing football.
Who Tua?
At all now.
Oh, I don't.
You can't get back to back concussions like that.
No. But like,
I mean, if that was me, well, no, I wouldn't say if it was me.
What would you do? Would you like just gain more weight or like?
Oh no, with the concussions, there's nothing you can do about the concussions.
But no, I'm not talking about the past ones. But like now, like let's say now, because you think it's just unfortunate, or his body's too weak, or like his landing, you don't know how to land. Because supposedly he's been taking classes for him to land. Like
some people just have the bug.
Okay. That was what I was kind of asking. Bad luck
sometimes, because through college. I mean, he had a hip replaced in college.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I mean.
Oh, his little brother too. He got like a bad concussion too. Yeah. Bro, that's crazy. Somebody doing voodoo to them.
I think he just has bad luck, man. He just has that injury bug.
Well, is this his 5th year or 4th year?
I believe it's his.
I know they extended his 5th year option, but I don't know.
This is his 4th year, I believe.
Okay, well, I think they're gonna give him to his. They're gonna give him this year and then next year, and then we shall see if he stays.
I don't think he gets more than this year.
As a Miami Dolphin or is it NFL career?
As a Dolphin.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if they put somebody else in midway through the season.
Damn.
I think he's on the hot seat.
Damn, not me. That's not what I think. You think so? You're saying he gets the bug, or he just doesn't have the ability? You think he gets the bug again, I think
it's both.
Both. Damn.
I don't have all the trust in him like I do in other quarterbacks. I don't.
And he's accurate.
He's accurate throwing slants and drags.
Yeah.
But
I mean, but and they're off. Okay, but you still have to be able to throw the long ball, but because their system is kind of like just get it to the wide receiver, then let them. Mm-hmm. Just that's
run after the catch.
Yeah, run after the catch. That's kind of their system. But I mean, I guess you still have to have that threat. I guess
you
right.
have to have the threat so that the safeties don't step up so much. And
yeah. Okay, but you still got Miami second.
I would take Miami second over the Jets. Yes.
And then Pats. You want to go over the Pats?
The Pats. This is the problem. I feel so bad for Mac Jones because I think Mac Jones is a capable quarterback.
I think he's starting
too. Those coaches are ruining him. I mean, last year he had a defensive coordinator calling plays for him.
It's because Belichick, he wants to keep it old school. He just wants to keep it everything old school, like keep it cheap, keep it money, have a deep squad, and focus it mostly. The defense is gonna win those games.
Yeah, that works. But if you have Tom Brady.
Jones, yeah, exactly. Mac Jones is not a Herbert. Any of these top quarterbacks that can win you games. So since he can't win you games, you have to put even more talent around him. Yeah. Besides them,
but then you keep cheaping out on the talent.
Exactly. So like even the elite guys like Herbert, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, they have that number one. This guy doesn't even have a number one.
No, he doesn't.
Like not only has the number, this guy has that number because he's less capable of the other ones. So he has to have even more talent. They don't even have that. So it does suck. Yeah, they picked up your boy Zeke though.
Yeah, he's gonna be a good goal line running back though.
Because he had a. You're good. It's still recording. I was gonna say, yeah, he's gonna. Because how many touchdowns he had last year? To like 12 or 10.
Yeah, he had a good amount. I don't exactly remember the number, but he's good short yards. Like he's a good thumper. Mm-hmm. He's a good blocker.
Oh yeah, he does.
And that's the one thing they don't really like about Ramondre Stevenson right now is he's not really that big of a thumper. He can't really knock dudes on their ass running through the tackles. Yeah. And Zeke still say what you want about Zeke, he can still do that. And so I think that'll help. But
he needs more weapons.
And it's Bill Belichick's fault because I think what he's trying to do is because since Tom Brady won that Super Bowl without him, Bill Belichick now wants more credit, and so he's always trying to
do
show
more his
out.
way.
Yeah, they're always like, "Oh yeah, I'll do good with a defensive coordinator calling plays for me. That's just how good I am." Damn. Like I think that's
ego.
What
he's ego.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Damn.
Yeah.
But it's
yeah,
people and
New
England they're getting frustrated. I know that.
Yeah, and Mac Jones is the one who's gonna suffer for all of it. So I feel bad for him.
Hey, Mac Jones for Tua. No, you think they'll keep?
Well,
they'll
Mac
keep-
Jones don't have the strongest arm either.
Okay, but like let's say at least he can stay healthy. Because I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like he's like the type of like
Mac
he
Jones
can,
is
he can fit into
Yeah.
Mac McDaniel.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
All right, I got Miami winning. I like everything about Miami. I'm obviously concerned about Tua's health too, but just his health. I guess you can say, oh, he doesn't throw the deep ball, but I don't know. He was just firing last year, and I like what he saw when he was healthy, and then another year into he's gonna learn even more. But again, obviously his health is gonna stop him. If anything, that's the only thing stopping him. I guess you can say for any team, but even more then because they've seen it pretty frequent in their team. But I think they'll take them. They'll take Miami. They'll just beat them by division games or like a conference game, and I think they'll top it with Buffalo Bills. Like I won't say they win them by a game. Like it'll be dead as even. Like they'll like
By tiebreaker.
Yeah, by tiebreaker. Sorry, that's what I meant. And then so the Bills will be right there fighting because the only things I'm concerned about the Bills is O-line, bro. Like I think O-line matters a lot,
Yeah.
especially if you want to win a Super Bowl or something.
Yeah.
The only thing Joe Burrow got of this because he was doing freaking magic, but he didn't even win it. But at least he got the Super Bowl. But still,
With horrible O-lines.
horrible. And then so they think they'll come to the Bill will come do with that the O-line because they didn't really address it much that I've heard in the draft. They didn't address it.
No.
So yeah.
Then they got a tight end in the first round.
They got Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah.
I think they'll help him. They'll help him with his passing game. But again, your weaknesses as a Buffalo Bills is run game and O-line.
Yep.
Their defense is decent. You got your all right wide receivers.
And getting sacks.
Yep. And your picks. So I didn't think they addressed much. So I got them second, and then I got the Jets. So this is the thing. I got the Jets missing the playoffs again at 10-7 or like 9-8. And I think sometimes 9-8 even sometimes does make the playoffs, right? Here and now. Depends the year.
Yeah.
So, but we shall see if they get in the tiebreaker. But I got them 10-7, third place. And then I got Pats at like 7-10. I think they'll have a losing season. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What you want to go? AFC South?
Okay, well, AFC South, the
worst division.
The worst division in football.
No. I think now the NFC South is even worse. No.
No. Well.
No. Never mind. No, never mind. I take that back.
The NFC
I know
South.
the Bucks are gonna be horrible, but
yeah.
But I'm gonna start off with my Houston Texans. I think we won't finish last this year. I think the Colts will finish last this year, which I think we finished last year. So I think I got the Colts finishing last with them struggling in the QB position. I know Anthony Richard looks promising, but I think it's just his rookie year. Yeah. Not much going on. I think their head coach will be all right because I think Anthony Richard can play like he kind of has the similar style as Jalen Hurts. So. But it'll just take them time for Sean Steichen to get him right. Yep. This is normal, just a rookie, and yeah, they were not that good last year. And we'll see if Anthony what's it called? No, not Anthony Richardson. Sorry, Jonathan Taylor stays.
That's
because he seems pretty pissed off. I would get out there too. That workplace looks toxic with that freaking owner. Don't even get him started, but whatever.
Jim Irsay, yeah.
Yeah, I got him last, and I got. The Titans third. I know they got DeAndre Hopkins and they have a really good coach, but they also have O-line problems and they got a QB problem. And the only thing they got really going is Derrick Henry and DeAndre Hopkins. But I thought Derrick Henry. Jeez Louise. Derrick Henry. I thought they were gonna trade him. I thought he was available to trade.
They were going to because that saying always trade a player a year before you think you should.
Yeah. But he hasn't been gone, so I guess he's staying.
And some people are saying this probably will be his fall off year.
Shit, I wouldn't doubt it because he don't got.
He's been doing it for a minute now.
No, and the O-line is bad, so I think they got run blocking problems too. Yeah. So I feel bad for them. That's only really what they got. Yeah. They have a lot of questions. So the only thing I like is their coach, number one wide receiver, and then their only running back. That's the only thing that I trust.
And the wide receivers, I'd be kind of cautious there too, because that's where
no. Just DeAndre Hopkins. The rest of the wide receivers are ass.
Well, Traylon Burks is.
They got Traylon Burks?
Yeah.
I didn't know them.
Yeah, they drafted him last year. Yeah, last year.
Well, yeah, they did. Because when they traded A.J. Brown, they...
But the Titans, that's where wide receivers go to die.
Literally. We saw Julio Jones die there.
Julio Jones.
We saw A.J. Brown. Didn't Allen Robinson go there? Robert Woods. Sorry, I confused him. Because Allen Robinson went to the Rams.
Yeah, exactly.
I just got confused.
Yes.
So, yeah, I got him third. But, like, the gap between the Jaguars and the Texans, I obviously got the Jaguars winning it.
Yeah.
I got the Jaguars winning it, but not that convincingly. Well, for their terms. Like, no, sorry. They're going to convincingly win the division, but they're going to be just sloppy as well. Because I don't believe in their defense. I think their defense is suspect. Their DBs are suspect. And it'll cost them games here and there. Yeah. They'll win the division fine, but I hear people that say they're going to win the whole AFC conference because their schedule's easy and what the fuck and this and that. But hell no. Like, they're just trying to dick right Trevor Lawrence and be like, oh, he's the next white guy, like the best QB in the league. Yeah. But that's just media talking. Like, if it was a black quarterback in there,
they wouldn't.
You can call this a hot take, but if it was a black quarterback and the Jaguars, they would not be saying that.
Well, look at all the top black quarterbacks.
They're all like, oh, I think he has question during his passing game. Oh my God. Trevor Lawrence have half a good season and they're already going crazy.
You're preaching for me.
Yeah, I'm tired of it.
This is our second time running this podcast, and I had a whole rant about Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yes, he's right.
So, but he's just lucky to be in the worst division in football. Yeah. I think they'll be better than last season, but not by much. I got them at 10-7 or 11 I'm still even suspect to say 11-6 because they have an easy schedule, but I see a lot of upsets because they get upset a lot. Yeah. So I got them at 10-7, but that'll win you the division, and that'll get you in the number 4 spot in the playoffs. And then I got my Texans second. I got them at 6-10, maybe 7-10. No, 6-11. Sorry, and then 7-10. But they'll be better than the Titans and the Colts because I like Will Anderson and I like C.J. Stroud. Yeah. And they'll be good core pieces, but it won't be enough to even scratch the playoffs. But it'll be a jump. It'll just be a jump.
So they still have Bill O'Brien, right?
No. We got DeMeco Ryan.
That's what it was, DeMeco Ryan. Yes.
And yeah, so we got DeMeco Ryan. I think Derek Stilly Jr. makes a second year jump. I mean, he had not that good of a rookie season last year, but I think with DeMeco Ryan coming in, he'll improve. Oh, yeah. So we're building it, but nothing. Maybe next year. I'll just preview next year because I think we'll have another good draft. We had an RR one. I think Arizona had
a good draft. I mean, to get C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson. Yeah. And you got John Mechie coming back.
And they're both necessities, so it'll help. So yeah, I don't know what you feeling. How you feeling?
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think the Jaguars win the division. I think Trevor Lawrence kind of keeps up that momentum he had last year at the end. Yeah. I have the same feelings towards Trevor Lawrence that you do. It's there's people who say Trevor Lawrence is better than Dak Prescott, and they say Dak Prescott sucks because he doesn't win in the playoffs and he hasn't won anything and he doesn't do anything. And yet, what has Trevor Lawrence done? Nothing,
dude. And I hate agreeing with you because you're a Cowboys fan, but bro, it's so true. Like I'm fine. Like you can see the projecting that what Trevor Lawrence can be, but until he does it, he can't jump other quarterbacks. Exactly. You can't project him what he might be until he does it.
Exactly. Thank you.
Sorry. but yeah.
Yeah, no, I think I'm not a big fan of their defense either. I think they do win the division. I don't got the Texans going second though.
Who you got? Titans?
I think I still got at least the Titans are still at least going to be second.
You think so? Because I know they went 9-8 as well, or 8-9 last year, right?
They missed the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but I think by like the last 2 games of the season or something like that.
I don't remember.
I remember because I think they had they played the Jaguars like towards the end of the season. That was like the decider. I remember.
Oh yeah.
And obviously I think they lost, but so I know what you mean. They could drop off, but not by much. Yeah. Maybe.
It's just the Titans. The problem is that quarterback. I mean, they've been making it very obvious for the past 3 years that they're trying to get rid of Ryan Tannehill or replace him or something. They tried it with Malik Willis, and then that didn't work out. And then now they're drafting Will Levis, and both Malik Davis or
Malik Willis.
Malik Willis and Will Levis, they were both like bottom tier quarterbacks coming out of the draft, kind of.
Last year or both, yeah. Like
Well,
Malik
both of
Willis
them.
was a second round pick, and
I think Malik Willis, they got him in like the third or fourth round.
he dropped all the way to the third last year.
Yeah.
Cause I know Kenny Pickett went first.
Well, it's because last draft,
It was
I
just
think
a
only
bad
like
QB class.
yeah, it was just bad QB class. I think there was two or three quarterbacks that got drafted last year, and one of them was Mr. Irrelevant and went to the freaking NFC Championship. But I just
And then Will Levis dropped to the second round.
well, nobody has a lot of faith on for Will Levis, so
Yeah.
they got a problem there. And yeah, I agree with, because I know Derrick Henry fell off last year too, and I think this year he's just gonna fall off a cliff.
Could be because with running backs you never know. So I'm not like disagreeing with you, but
Yeah.
like I think he'll allow, not maybe a lot, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. And I think I got Houston. I'm kind of iffy on Houston because I know I have them as my dark horse, kind of like overachiever team that nobody expects anything from. But I liked C.J. Stroud. I liked him more than I liked Bryce Young. I really like Will Anderson. Will Anderson's a home run.
Me too.
He's
I'm
a
with you
home
on
run.
that.
There's no way he doesn't. There's no way he misses.
I look at him like a modern pass rusher. Like he's just a freak.
He's like
freakish.
a Michael Parsons Jr. to me. I mean, he's
better than Michael Parsons.
He's not gonna be better than Michael Parsons.
No, I'm playing. I can't say. But Michael Parsons is more lean. Like Anderson's a little bit bigger.
No, Michael Parsons is bigger.
No.
Michael Parsons is bigger and he runs a 4.3
No, he's
40.
big. Like I'm not saying he's big, but he's kind of like he has like a lean, like because I
He's
see
a
him kind of
speed.
speed.
He's a speed.
That's what I mean.
Speed
Yeah.
rusher, yeah.
He's not. Well, he is physical, but
Michael Parsons has it all.
Yeah, I know, but like if you look at them, like if you look at both of their builds, like you see like a little bit slimmer than Anderson. That's what I'm trying to say. And
Yeah, Will Anderson's knocked that out of the park. Y'all drafted John Mechie last year. He's a really good Alabama receiver. Unfortunately, he got diagnosed with leukemia, but he beat it.
Oh, okay, bet.
So that's going to be – he's a really good
Upgrade.
wide receiver.
Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz, yeah, we had to get rid of him just because we
He had to pay other
franchise
people.
tagged Tony Pollard, and we weren't going to pay Dalton Schultz. He's good. We liked him. He was Dak's favorite target, but
And
we already had
you
good
can find a replacement as well.
yeah,
so
we
not
already had good young tight ends. Like the tight end our T1 for this year, Jake Ferguson. He's good. He'll be all right.
No, I don't know much about him, but I'll take you for your word.
No, yeah. I mean, last year he even on the backup he did pretty good. I mean, he was hurdling over dudes and scoring touchdowns. And yeah, he was doing freaking Euro steps when he would catch the ball. Nah, he was legit.
Got him third.
Man, it's just the Colts are gonna be so bad this year. I guess I'll give it to you. I'll take him third. I'll take him third only because I do think Jonathan Taylor's gonna leave the Colts. There's no way he stays.
Yeah, it got really ugly really fast.
Yeah.
And
They accused him.
I wouldn't want to come back either.
They accused him of saying that he
faked an injury.
faked injuries and stuff. Yeah, you can't come back from that. No, there's no way. Yeah. Yeah, I think I got Jaguars going to I think they lose in the first round though. The Jags. Not much.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know who they'll. I don't remember who they'll bump into first, but they probably bump into the Ravens if they finish second. Because I think the Ravens have a good record. So like 4th and 5th, and maybe maybe they bump into the Buffalo Bills or Dolphins. They'll have a all right record.
They're going to be the 4th seed.
Exactly.
So they're probably going to get the last wild card team.
No.
They're going to get the 7th seed.
No. They're going to get the 5th.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I'm
5th.
thinking it the other way. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
2 places 7.
So he's probably going to get either the Ravens or the Bengals.
Yeah, Ravens, Bengals, Miami, or Bills. Because those two divisions
I don't think they'll have better records than the Ravens or the Bengals.
No, they won't.
But that's what I'm saying. Because both the Bengals and the Ravens are going to be really good, but only one of them can win the division. So whoever that second spot is, they automatically get that 5th. And that's going to be a scary situation. That's going to be like...
because you're saying that either the Bengals and Ravens will have a better record than the Bills and the Dolphins.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
It's going to be like the Eagles Cowboys situation.
Yeah,
That where we're the wild card team, but we're gonna smack the shit out of the division.
Okay, I agree with you. I'm with you on that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I think it'll be the Ravens, and the Ravens will beat them handily.
Yeah.
And then nobody will put Lamar Jackson above Trevor Lawrence because people tend to do that type of weird shit.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move to the last division.
AFC
right?
West.
AFC West, right?
Yes.
We already got the East, the North. Oh, yeah. All right.
AFC West, we got the Chiefs, the Broncos, the Raiders, and the Chargers.
Yeah.
So, with the addition of Sean Payton to the Denver Broncos, I was high on them at first, but now I'm kind of starting to fall back down.
You saw the preseason games, or no,
Well,
or just
no.
all the drama?
Just the drama. Sean Payton talking too much shit, man.
He
That's never
seems
a good
like
sign.
a dick.
Yeah, he seems like he's just trying to come off like a dick. Yeah. But we'll see. I do think he'll make Russell Wilson better. Or at least back to what he was.
Or back to he
In
was, or
Seattle.
better, improved?
In Seattle.
Okay.
I think he could be a top 10 quarterback. I think just that team was horrible last year.
Line again.
That coach had no business being a head coach there. And that was all a play for Aaron Rodgers that didn't even work out. That's another reason to hate Aaron Rodgers. But, man, they're just such a question mark right now because they have a great defense. Pat Surtain is probably one of the best corners in the league right now.
Yeah, I think easy top 3 for me.
Top 3
5,
for sure.
Top 3.
Top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
But, man, they have it. It's just, will Sean Payton be able to coach him up to that?
I just saw an interview with, you know who Kay Adams is?
Yes.
Hot Kay Adams. Yeah. So he always talks really good to the media, Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Like no matter what.
Yeah, he always
But he
says the
seemed
right
a little
things.
bit humbled, and he lost 15 pounds. So maybe that'll help him escape a little bit more. Maybe, I mean, I don't see that'll help him like throwing wise or something. But maybe it looks, or maybe at 50 pounds just a show of that he's more
He's
invested.
dedicated. He's invested.
Yeah.
He's not. He doesn't think he's above the team like people were
Because he
reporting to last year.
Yeah, because he said he had his own office last year. That's crazy.
Hey man, I won a Super Bowl. I'm Russell Wilson, bro. I get my own office. So.
Whatever.
I mean,
Bad, okay, you're right, but that's just a bad look. Like
well,
your
he
teammates
probably-
looking at you like, bro, this guy.
it was probably it was also like people forget like people had to trade, like he had to approve the trade of what team he went to. So teams are probably throwing all kinds of offers at him.
Oh, that makes
So
sense.
if the Denver
to
Broncos
try to convince him.
yeah,
basically.
they offer you an office. So yeah, it's part of the offer they gave me. It's part of my contract. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Of course. I don't think he's like requesting a freaking office.
That's probably what I know what you mean. One of the little small things they'll throw
Yeah.
at you is for you to convince you to come over here, because they don't cost them nothing to give you off.
Nah.
Okay.
But
So you got Broncos.
I got him second. I think even as good as they.
Ooh, I
could
thought
be.
you were gonna have Chargers. Okay, you go.
Nah, I got so much beef with the Chargers.
Okay, keep going with your Broncos.
I guess Chiefs. I think no matter what the Broncos do, I think they'll still be nipping at the heels to the Chiefs.
Nipping like
Even if they're as good as they can be. I
Oh,
still don't,
okay.
I
get
don't
you.
think they'll be better than.
Oh no, I'm
Chiefs.
with you on that.
I don't think they'll be
Even
better
if
than
they
Chiefs.
maximize themselves, they won't finish first.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chiefs first for obvious reasons. They got Patrick Mahomes. They got Andy Reid, who's the best coach in the league right now, who somehow gets away with having Travis Kelce with
Free.
quarter mile of space around him every time they need a big play at the end of a game. Self-explanatory. They're defending Super Bowl champions. I guess I'll have the Broncos second because as much as I don't really like the vibes coming from Sean Payton, I still believe he's a good coach. I think he can coach him up to be at least second.
Yeah.
Now,
Wait, okay, let me say something real quick about the Broncos. The way I see it a little bit, the defense was like top 5 last year.
Yeah.
So I think the kind of what Sean Payton doesn't have to mess that much with the defense. All he has to focus on get the offense right, and he's an offensive coach. He knows how to play call, so
Yes.
it makes it a little bit easier for him. Even though it was a complete shit job last year.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, you can finish now. What you're
I
saying?
believe, yeah. No, I would agree with that. Third, I guess I'll take Chargers just because they do have the more talented team. But I wouldn't sleep on the Raiders either. I know a lot of people like to hate on Jimmy G, but Jimmy G wins games.
Oh yeah, he might not win you, but sometimes he keeps you
might
alive.
Lose you a game.
Yeah,
but he wins. He wins a good amount. Him going to the Super Bowl and it's not a fluke.
No. Yeah, I'm with you. And 3 other NFC appearances.
Yeah.
I kind of disagree, but I'll let you finish. I'm with you. I'm not as low as Jimmy G as other people
when I say
are.
the Raiders are going to be 4th, I don't think they're going to suck.
It's just a tough division.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be a tough division. Just because their defense isn't any good in the Ravens. I mean, the Raiders.
No.
They got Max Crosby, and I think that's it.
Does they have another pass rusher that's really good? He looks like Khalil Mack, but it's not Khalil Mack.
I can't think of one.
Chandler Jones.
Oh, Chandler Jones.
Is he a pass rusher?
I think he left.
He left?
Did he?
Chris, can you search that up, please?
What? Something happened with Chandler Jones this offseason.
Damn.
Something. I think he left
or got
there was
released.
drama around him.
What? I if he would have signed for the team, I would have.
Somebody wanted.
I heard of it, but maybe I missed it. I completely missed it.
Or did he leave the Cardinals this offseason and go to the Raiders? I don't even remember now.
No, Chandler Jones. He was last season. He was with the Raiders. Yeah, last season I know for sure, but I don't know if he got released or something. Because
there was something going on.
Or maybe he got one of those suspended bans for betting or something. I don't know. Maybe no, it wasn't him.
Because I remember there was talk that like the Cowboys wanted to go and get him, or was that last year? I'm starting to jumble up my shit now. Was he with Chris?
No. Yeah, he got moved
There's
last
no news
season.
on him or anything though.
Maybe you're confusing with
I'm
the years.
confusing with somebody. Yeah, with the years.
Well,
with somebody.
he's with the Raiders, and so.
But
I'm with you. The DBs and secondaries horrible.
That's bad. Yeah, and against
and
the
they didn't draft good DBs. There's good DBs in the draft this year in the first round.
Yeah.
Let's go draft Tyrese Wilson. Right, that's his name for the Texans. Oh my God. Well, I'm not even a Raider fan. I'm stressing about it. But maybe I'm stressed because they have so much potential.
They could, yeah. But it's just I feel bad for that fan base. It's just man.
All the time, they have so many buzz. It's crazy. Okay.
And
so you got them 4th, but maybe with a decent record.
Yeah, they'll have an okay record. They won't be horrible, but now the Chargers. I just think they underperform.
Every year.
I had them last year going to like the AFC Championship.
And they disappointed you.
And they disappointed the crap out of me because last year
I think everybody. Yeah.
They had Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack on the line,
C.J. Jackson,
and then
Derwin
James, J.C. Jackson, Derwin James. They had
That's just the defense.
Was stacked, yeah. And then with Justin Herbert, with Austin Eckler, and Mike Williams, and Keenan Allen. Like I don't know how they keep losing games.
They're Everett. I think their tight end is all right.
Yeah, but that defense.
They
good. Like they should be good. But
they didn't fire their DC and get a new HC. I like Kellen Moore only because he's a pass happy coordinator
I got beef with him.
We all know why he has beef with him because my boy is a Dallas Cowboys fan, and obviously Kellen Moore just got fired last year. But I think he's the perfect one for Chargers because Justin Herbert got this. Boy got an arm, and you gotta use it. Obviously, you gotta balance it with some run game here and there, but I think the fit is there. Like I know why they hired him, and it makes complete sense to me. But I think what's gonna have them back is their head coach.
As long as he doesn't run,
DC.
curls to the sticks, and that's it. Have all the wide receivers just run curls. And
at the
when they just run to the first down yard line and turn
what's that little thing called? The orange thing, the pylon. Or no, not
the sticks.
The sticks, yeah, basically, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what you said.
They call it the sticks. Yeah.
Curl stick.
Yeah, just get to the sticks and turn around, and just do something with it. Like that's my beef with him. That's what he did against San Francisco. Like Every time we needed a first down, like on a third down against San Francisco, that's what he ran. Just curl routes. Curl routes, curl routes, curl routes. Like, oh.
Dude,
and
throw some mesh in there and like maybe like
or at least do like what's it called? Man, I forgot what that play is called.
Some in routes.
When they do a curl route and then they do a corner route from the inside. I forgot what it was called. Anyway.
But they split like you get, the curl kind of goes in a little bit.
You read the corner who's covering the curl route. If he's gonna, you have to read is he gonna take if he's gonna take the bait with the curl route or if he keeps dropping.
And you have that space behind.
Yeah, and then you throw the curl route.
Oh, okay.
They should be good, and then Justin Herbert, I think he's immensely talented. I think he's good. I think he is a quarterback that can take a team to the Super Bowl.
Oh, 100%.
But again, keep the same energy with these quarterbacks that they do with these other black quarterbacks.
Yup.
Because I know, like, my black quarterback, my black king, he gets too much hate for supposedly not being able to win when he needs to win. Well, Justin Herbert blew a 20-something point lead in the playoffs last year.
Another white quarterback.
I didn't hear him get any slack for that.
None of them does, and they both did horrible.
And yet
one had 4
and then this year when they're ranking all the quarterbacks, they got him at 6 and 7 and 5, and Dak down at like 10. Nah. Come on.
I think okay, yeah, I disagree with that. I mean, sorry, no, I agree with you, but I think that the thing that comes with Dak is that he's also the Dallas Cowboys QB, yeah. But that does not make it right for them to put him over Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I just.
So far I got KC 1,
yeah.
Broncos 2nd, Chargers 3rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
Broncos and Chargers.
What is the range between the Raiders? How many wins you kind of give them? I want to know because I had them at 6.
I think Jimmy G wins games. I think he can win 9 games.
9? Oh damn. Okay.
I
don't think they'll make the playoffs this year, but okay, that's still over 500. So okay. Damn. I got them better than last year because I don't think they can do worse than last year. I got them at 6 to 7 wins, so they'll get 1 or 2 more wins better than last year. Maybe 8, but I really doubt it. Like their schedule's alright, it's not too bad, but nah, they won't make the playoffs.
They'll probably lose every division game. Probably the Raiders.
I got them. Well, the thing I do is sometimes when I predict my games, I kind of always split almost everybody, unless I know the division really well. I know they'll kind of sweep them. Because last year I had the whole AFC split, but can KC win like 5-1?
Yeah.
Right? Or 6-0?
I think they lost to.
No, they swept the Chargers.
I think they lost to the Raiders. They lost 1 game. Yes, because they did like a little victory lap around the stadium. I remember.
Oh, but they only because it was the last game of the season. They rested their players.
No, I think it was like close to the beginning of the season.
No, because they won that one. They were losing, but they won it. KC won it at in KC. Chris, can you check that real quick,
maybe
please?
I'm thinking again last year then.
No.
Because I remember there was a game that they lost to the Raiders, and the Raiders took like a victory lap around the stadium. Really? They were talking shit. Yeah.
Nah, put a division or just go to KC win.
Just KC versus Raiders game history.
Yeah. Okay. Or was I gonna say? Because KC lost to the Colts last year.
Yeah.
To Buffalo Bills. And
they lost the Raiders game. I know it's the Raiders.
Damn, who was the 13th that lost? Maybe the Raiders. But I know it wasn't the beginning of the season.
Was it January?
That was the last one. But both of them. What happened to both of them?
Chiefs won both.
Like that.
So then I'm thinking last year then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they swept last year the AFC West. That's crazy. Because I know they beat the Broncos twice.
They for sure swept the Broncos.
I know the second, the Christmas, close to Christmas, I think they. No, towards the end.
The Broncos only won like 3 games, I think. 3 or 4 games. They won 5 games?
Yeah, 5. Damn, that's crazy.
So who did they play then that was talking a lot of shit?
Probably Chargers. Chargers games are always good too.
Nah, the Chargers always choke against the Chiefs.
No, I know they do, but they play them well, but then they end up losing them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. what I'm saying. But no,
There was
damn, that's
some-
crazy. They swept them last year. Damn,
I could have sworn there was a
better.
game where I could have sworn it was the Raiders. The Raiders beat them, and then they took like a victory lap. They took a victory lap around the stadium. We're talking hot shit.
Yeah, that was in 2020.
Because last year's when Devontae Adams pushed that camera guy.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
Well,
They lost that one.
showed
That
them
was
how
the
to
first.
fucking
That was
win,
the first game, but they lost it. And then the last game when they did that Ronda Rousey thing. Remember the
Yeah,
Ronda
yeah,
Rousey
yeah,
play?
yeah.
But I thought I thought they might have lost that one because it was the last game of the season.
No, they won that game.
But they won it because they mattered
Yeah.
for the number one
Yeah.
seed. So damn, they swept the AFC West. Okay.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
All right, let's move to the NFC.
Guess we'll start with the NFC North.
Yeah, the NFC North. I like this division this
that
year.
one's-
It's true. It's gonna be a mid off,
It's gonna be a mid off.
but it'll be interesting.
It's
It'll be
gonna be a
interesting.
mid off.
It'll be a mid off. Let me start on this one because I got something to say about the Vikings.
Okay.
The Vikings lost Dalvin Cook, Zadarius Smith, and Adam Thielen. 3, and I think they lost somebody else, but I can't remember who. I think they lost a middle linebacker, but I forgot his name. Adam Thielen wasn't all that last year, but
But he's a
he's
presence.
a veteran presence.
Yeah.
But the other two, I think they were. I mean, Dalvin Cook, I think dropped off a little bit, but he was part of an important piece of the Vikings.
Yeah.
So I have the Vikings. I think I have them in last or second or
Shit.
third. No. So I'm telling you, it'll be a mid off. Like they're all gonna be like 7-10 or 8-9, bro. And then the Detroit Lions will be like 10-7. They'll be 1 million. Last year they went 9-8. I got them 10-7. Not too big of a jump, but they'll still win the division. But in terms of Chicago Bears, Packers, I believe in the Packers. I like what they have there. Everything's young. They're one of the youngest teams in the league. I think they drafted 2 tight ends, so that helped Jordan Love like throw at somebody huge, and hopefully they'll catch
target.
it.
Yeah.
Big target. I like Christian Watson. I like Romeo Dobbs. I like AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones. I like the run. I think
Yeah. AJ Dillon's thunder thighs. Yeah.
I think the thing's gonna help the Packers a lot is that they had a run game last year, and I think they're gonna repeat this year.
Mm-hmm.
So like you won't expect nothing magical from
Jordan
Jordan Love. So that'll help them, and their O line is decent.
Yeah.
I don't think Bakhtiari will leave. I know the Jets trying to recruit him, but
Bakhtiari, he's gonna get hurt third game of the season and miss the rest of the season.
he is in pretty injury poor because
Yeah.
but yeah, and then so yeah, I like those pieces. I like the 2 tight ends, the 2 wide receivers, the 2 running backs. So like that convinces me enough. Well, at least that's just offense, and I mean year to year since
Their defense.
the defense always been like
Okay.
not top 5 or I mean I think they've been top 10 here and there,
Top 10, yeah.
but they're not less than top 15. So that'll carry them,
They got Jair Alexander. They got
which
some
top 5
top
cornerback.
five. He could be. You could make a case top three.
3, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I like the defense. I like the defense. So, like the only thing that will let him down is just that he's like first year starter, but
He sat for 3 years.
yeah, exactly. But there's nothing like getting game to game. There's nothing like playing on Sunday.
But it helps a lot.
No, it helps a lot because he learned. I'm
Exactly.
pretty sure he learned, and he
Hopefully
looked good against the Eagles.
Hopefully he learned the right things from him,
For
not the
real.
wrong things.
No, yeah, and so
No, yeah, he did look good against the Eagles. I liked him against the Eagles actually.
yeah, me too. So he'll have his growing pains, but it won't be because the team is so well rounded around him. It won't be that bad as people think. And Chicago Bears, they still have
There's
a lot of holes.
lot of hype right now. For the Chicago
No,
Bears.
yeah, I'm not the biggest hype on them. Like I don't think they win the division or anything like that. But they still have some holes. But they did make key moves in my eyes.
that they needed.
So I think the O-line still needs to get a little bit better. And I like their weapons. I like their weapons to give Justin Fields.
DJ Moore scored on his first snap.
Oh really?
Preseason. Yeah, he took a touchdown.
It was
to
the
the
play
house.
action. The play action call.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
No, it was a screen. I think is what.
it was a screen. It was a screen on the
and
left
he
side.
took it for like
yeah,
60
two,
yards.
He had
yeah.
like 2 O-linemen. He's like,
Because there was Justin Fields through 2 drives or 3 drives had like 200 something yards, and all of them were behind the line of scrimmage.
bruh.
So like all his like air time passing yards was like negative.
Bruh. Damn, I didn't know that stat, but
That was
that's
funny.
pretty
That was
interesting.
funny,
Yeah, I think Yeah, they'll have some holes because like they'll win some games they shouldn't, and they'll lose some games that they shouldn't. So they'll keep them. I think.
Yeah.
So I think just Vikings will drop off a good amount, and then Detroit will be slightly better than last year, because I think they'll also have, like they got better. They had a good draft, but
Yeah, they drafted homeboy from Alabama.
Jameer Gibbs, and he was a top pick too. That was their first pick. That wasn't their second one, right?
First pick.
And then so yeah, they'll get better. I like their draft, but it's just not there yet. So I can call them like a Cowboys, Niners, Eagles type roster. But they'll be the best in the division. So yeah, it'll be a middle between Vikings, Packers, and Chicago Bears. That's what I got them. But to put them in order, I got Detroit. Then I got
You got Chicago or you got Green Bay?
fucking shit, bro. It's so hard, bro. I'm the biggest Justin Fields guy.
Oh yeah,
But I gotta see him. I gotta see him throw though.
We'll see if they let him throw and if they give him.
I mean,
Good enough
that's why
plays to
that's
throw
what they
against.
bought. That's why they got DJ Moore and Chase Claypool. But you know what?
Can't throw the ball.
Hot take.
Can't throw the ball if your line can't block
Hot
for you.
take. I got the Packers second. Then I got Chicago. But no, I want to say Chicago. But it's so hard.
You know the Packers didn't do so hot with Aaron Rodgers last year, right?
Yeah, because he was hurt and like everybody has a whole year like together. I like their squad, man. The roster's just good.
It's good. According to Aaron Rodgers,
okay.
it's not though.
He was being a baby last year, and he sucked. He just wouldn't admit it.
Yeah.
He just wouldn't admit it that he had a bad, and it was his fault because he was in training camp and all that shit last year.
Doing ayahuasca.
Okay, who would you put? Okay, actually, give me yours. I want to see yours because
I'm gonna take Detroit winning the division. I think that momentum that they were coming off from last year is pretty good. I think Jared Goff and Amon St. Brown, they're a good connection. They're a good duo. Yeah. They drafted Jameer Gibbs. Their football coach is just
Dan Campbell,
like
goated.
a football guy.
Oh yeah, the way he talks, he's funny too.
Yeah, you can tell they love that guy. I mean, he's over there on the sideline with dip in his cheek. Like, that's a football coach. Like,
if you would design one, that'll be him.
Like him and Mike Vrabel, they're like kind of like the same guy to me. They just players love them. They're really good coaches. They know what they're doing.
I like Brian Dable or Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel.
Oh, okay. What do you think about Brian Dable?
I like Brian Dable.
like him too.
I like Brian Dable. But yeah, I think I got Detroit winning. I don't think they get worse from last year. I think they get better.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And yeah, they got a lot of momentum coming in. But that's the thing. Now they have expectations.
Exactly.
We'll see what they do.
That's why I don't got them like
That's what happens when. Once you get expectations and you feel the pressure, now are you gonna perform under that pressure?
I like what he said. I don't know if you heard him say he's like he brought him back to they interviewed their coach and he's like everybody's acting like we made the playoffs. So first we gotta make it first and then we can start getting more hype going. But he brought it back to earth because I guess he was hearing the whole media like Detroit.
Yeah. I mean, they kept the Packers out of the playoffs, which was when they didn't need to.
Bro, the game was good.
That was a good game. They had already been knocked out.
Fourth down. It was like fourth and what, 2 or 3 or 1?
It was like 4th and 1.
Bro, let's go. He's like, I don't know if you saw my tweet. I was like, it's like Detroit did you're coming down with me. Like I'm throwing the whole I'm throwing this play and I like how they snapped it late or like they don't know how to late and they're just like and they didn't even Packers didn't know what coverage was to do and they're like what the fuck and then
they got them discombobulated.
First down. Boom. You ain't going nowhere. You're going down with me.
And they celebrated and it was great.
And their house too. That's some cojones right there.
Yeah, they put their dick on the table there.
All right, Detroit first. And I want to hear.
I still got Vikings second.
Okay.
I think
JJ.
Kirk Cousins.
Jettis.
Kirk Cousins is another one of those quarterbacks. So I think he gets a little too much hate.
Okay.
I don't think he's top level.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's as mid as everybody kind of keeps him as.
Yeah.
He puts up good stats. I mean, yeah, a lot of their games last year came down to the wire, but he damn near won all those games in fourth quarter comebacks. They got slapped by their daddy, the Cowboys,
and by the Eagles. I'm messing with you, bro.
They didn't get smacked like
Well, they
Cowboys,
were, but then they got it kind of close, right? It was
No,
like
the
7-24.
No, the Cowboys beat them like 40.
No, the
5 to
Eagles.
3.
The Eagles. No.
Oh.
I know. They got cooked by the Cowboys. It was like you guys almost scored 50. I think y'all had like.
We could have scored 50, but we took our starters out.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was like 45 to like 3.
No. Y'all's wasn't close. I remember because they only scored like a field goal. They didn't even score a touchdown.
Yeah, it was bad. But I mean, Justin Jefferson, people have him as the best wide receiver in the league. I don't yet.
For me, he has to, even though he's not my type, or that sounds kind of gay, but like my type, as in like the guy. He doesn't look like the guy, but I have to give it to him. He had a ridiculous season. Like for me, he just kind of default. Does that make sense?
Well, with me, it's just that I think that's all he threw to.
Okay, yeah, but he can run you anything.
Oh yeah.
And he might not have that speed as Ergo.
He's top 5. He's top 3.
Because for me, we'll have this conversation later. For me, just real quick, I still got Devontae, and I don't forget what Cooper Kupp did. I got Coop at second.
Don't forget about him, man.
Tyreek third, Jamar Chase fourth, and then Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I believe all those guys are better than Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
I agree with that.
You would take Jamar Chase over JJ?
Yeah.
Me too.
Jamar Chase is the shit.
Bro, to me, he's more complete even than JJ. But whatever.
I love Jamar Chase.
Okay.
But yeah, Justin Jefferson, I think it's just because they just every time I saw Viking games, that's all he threw to is Justin Jefferson.
He would. He threw some ugly balls to him too.
He threw ugly balls, and then there's like that one catch that he had. I think who was
the Bills?
The Colts. No, I think it was the Bills.
The crazy one he had.
The crazy one.
It was against the Bills.
Yeah.
Against the Bills.
He didn't even catch that hole. The defender caught it. He just took it from him.
Yeah. Kind of good. All right, let's give it. Hey, but he didn't let it drop to the ball. He didn't let it drop to the ball. But it's too hard. Kind of took it away from him.
Well, I mean, the guy caught it, and then he kind of
went like,
snatched it out from him.
But it's hard not to let that whole drop.
It's hard.
That was hard.
I ain't gonna give him all the credit for that. Anyway, he's good. He put up the best stats last year.
Kirk literally said, "Fuck it, Justin Jefferson. We're somewhere."
Yeah, he was covered by like 2 guys. Like,
he was double coverage.
Yeah. But yeah, Kirk is one of those guys who I think he puts up good numbers and he wins some games. You know, he has that thing where he doesn't win in prime time.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But even then, like, I still don't think he's that bad.
Just don't put him in prime time.
Yeah,
he'll go 14-0. Not playing.
I think they could muster up. I could still have them win the division still if the Detroit Lions shit the bed somehow. But I haven't written off the Vikings just yet. Adam Thielen, I don't put any much stock in that.
Yeah, me either.
They didn't use him much.
Yeah,
anyway.
He had a bad year with them.
Yeah. But
didn't they draft the wide receiver? They did. They draft not Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers was the Ravens.
The USC guy, Jordan Addison.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I all the wide receivers look pretty good this draft class. I don't know much, but from what I saw, he looked all right, and I believe in it. And so yeah, at least they kind of replaced him in some way.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
I can buy it. Like I said, it's gonna be a mid-off, but
yeah, no, it's gonna be a mid-off for sure. I still think there's a lot of hype around the Bears right now. I want to buy into it because I am a big Justin Fields fan. I kind of like all the. I like all the quarterbacks coming out of Ohio, but like there's like a curse for quarterbacks coming out of Ohio that they don't do so hot. Yeah. But I feel like they're playing Justin Fields way differently than he got played in college. Like like he was letting it rip in college.
Yeah, and deep balls too all the time.
And now
they're acting him like he's a running back.
Yeah, he's like he's
like
Michael
design
Vick
long run plays.
Like design run plays. Like no, let it rip.
Yeah. I mean,
obviously he didn't have receivers last year,
or no line, but still.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta try him out.
DJ Moore looks like he's gonna pan out. I think that was a good addition.
Me too.
But if they call some good enough plays for him, I think he can take the next step.
I think so. I think he can have that effect of Josh Allen that he grow or he becomes a superstar. Yeah, of a wide receiver one. I'm like an Amari Cooper was to Dak. Like who else had that effect? I mean, I guess you can say Tua with Tyreek. I guess you can say it.
Yeah.
Or everybody, basically everybody.
Everybody, yeah. As soon as you get that number one, you have something there. Like I was gonna say Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers was already good before Devontae Adams got there.
Yeah, true.
But it elevated them to be top seeds
Yep.
regularly.
Yeah.
Because there's like a stretch there where the Green Bay wasn't that good, and then once they drafted
Mid-off.
Devontae, that's when they took off again.
Yep. And they beat your Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs.
I think there was like a fan blowing with that freaking
Back-to-back
field
years,
goal.
no? Like, so they beat y'all at home when Dak's year, right?
Dak's rookie
Rookie
year, they
year.
beat us is whenever.
Y'all had home field, right?
Yes, we were the number 1 seed.
And then, like 2 years before that is when they had that catch with when Tony Romo.
That was
catch.
2014. That's when Dez caught it, and they called it back. The NFL already sent out a statement after
really?
that they should have counted that as a catch.
Damn.
So we got fucked on that.
I kind of see it. It kind of is a catch to me,
It's
too.
a catch. They just didn't like that he reached forward, but no, it was.
But it was kind of already caught. He kind of like.
Yeah, he was already caught. He took 2 steps. He reached forward. He hit the ground, but the ball, his hand was still.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to throw
Don't
a
make me
little shot.
relive it. Don't make me
I had to
relive
throw a
it.
little shot
Don't
in
make me
there.
relive it. Don't make me relive it.
All right. So you got Vikings second. You got. Ooh.
I think I'm gonna take the Bears third.
And then Packers last.
I think
Damn.
I agree that the roster's still pretty intact, but I just think
It's fair.
their mentality is gonna be like, we lost our quarterback.
Everybody's talking pretty high about it, Jordan.
I think they like him, but it's just like, I don't feel.
I don't believe. I'm not
feel
gonna argue with you because like it could go sideways.
because I think
everybody's
Jordan
really
Love
young.
showed signs of promise. I think.
Yeah.
It's
And
just-
they traded up for him, not only just drafted
Yeah.
up, right?
they traded up.
Damn.
That's what pissed off Aaron Rodgers, and he became a little bitch again, even more. But
Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
I guess I would just have to put Green Bay in fourth, like by default, just because I think the Bears are gonna be a little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's now move on to the NFC South. No, NFC East. No, you said that one
Let's do
last.
that. Okay, so let's go NFC West then.
NFC West. We got the Niners. Huh? we just. All right. Well, back to what we were talking about. NFC West. We got the Niners,
Seahawks,
Rams, and Cardinals. All right, let's
Cardinals
get
are
that
gonna
away.
beat
Yeah.
cheeks this year.
I don't even know who's gonna be worse, the Buccaneers or the R's. So I think the Cardinals.
I think Arizona's gonna be super bad.
Yeah, their squad is even though they had a good draft, but they even drafted as in like, okay, next year we're gonna have a top draft. We're probably gonna draft Caleb Williams. Like, damn.
Well, you can't now after you just paid Kyler Murray.
They can
I'm just
trade
saying,
his ass.
just the
I know what
guys
you mean.
upstairs are gonna be like, nah.
True. Came out of ACL, but whatever. But it's the people will debate it. I know what you mean because I guess you can call Kyler a starter, maybe not a franchise QB or your.
Yeah, it's just his attitude, that the stuff that we found out about him. That's bad. Man.
It's worrying.
It's like you can't have that kind of attitude and that kind of.
And you can see Loki kind of shows it without even trying.
Oh
like,
yeah,
the guy
like
he
you
is.
can't be cussing out your fucking coach on
Hell yeah.
live TV, dog. Like,
And they fired his coach. That's fucked up.
yeah, well, yeah, because they just paid homeboy $100
Can't
million.
move on. Yeah.
So,
He was like, "Wait, chill the fuck out, right?" That's what he said.
yeah.
Like, chill, calm down, fuck.
Oh, shoot.
What up?
Man.
Anyways,
And he's looking up at him.
for real, with his short ass. Yeah, I got Cardinals last for sure. I
Yes,
got
for
the
sure.
Rams. Yeah, I got the Rams third. Sadly, even though I don't want to put there, they'll do better than last year. It's kind of like the Broncos in a way.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, the Broncos. I got them higher than they were last year, just because of the change. No, like the Raiders. Sorry, kind of like they'll be bad, but they won't be as bad as last year. So I got them like at 7 and 10 or 6 and 11 type, and then I got the Seahawks roster. I like the roster. I like Derek Williams. I like Devon Witherspoon. I like that they drafted Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I like the roster, but the only thing I don't like is their QB, bro.
Yeah, I think Geno Smith was a fluke. I don't think he does that.
Yeah,
again this
no,
year.
he definitely does not repeat the season he had last year.
No,
But
way.
he'll be like
A game
starter.
manager.
Yeah, there you go. He'll be a game manager. He won't lose you games, but even though, like, the thing is, where that kind of I contradict myself is that, okay, he'll drop off his level, but his weapons got better.
Got
So
better.
like,
So they're just gonna stay still.
yeah. So I got him like at 8 or 9 or 9 and 8. I don't even want to put him 9 and 8. I got him 8 and 9, but I could totally see them like giving again 11 wins, which.
I mean, those division
It'll mess up my whole thing.
Those division games, they pile
Swing.
up. Yeah, so
Yeah, but I got him 8 or 9. I got him second. I don't even. And then I got the Niners at the number 1 seed.
the Niners is just their coach is just that's a Hall of Fame coach. He's just
Already?
Kyle Shanahan. Yeah, I think to get to all these Super Bowls and NFC championships with mid-level quarterbacks. I guess if you want to call Jimmy G a mid-level quarterback.
Yeah. Or a good quarterback,
Okay. Yeah.
but not very good.
But to get like Mr. Irrelevant to the NFC Championship last year, like that's crazy.
He played pretty.
Like
pretty
third
decent.
string.
No,
That's
not even that.
crazy.
But what he did on the field, like he was over here throwing on the run, throwing cool,
Oh, yeah.
decent highlights.
Yeah, I mean, and even before he got all those quarterbacks and he was going to NFC championships, like his C.J. Beathard and all those other guys, Nick Mullins, like he was still winning games with those guys. So
Yup.
I think that's pretty crazy. But yeah, Kyle Shanahan, 49ers number 1. We're gonna see what happens with Trey Lance. Because Trey Lance, it looks like he's losing his job again. To
I know
Brock
there's
Purdy.
been a lot of talk.
People are talking down on Trey Lance right now. And what happens with him? Like,
You think they trade him? They can't release him. They can't lose him for nothing.
but now he's damaged goods. Now people don't. Nobody's gonna want him now.
They could. Niners can say and excuse him.
Take him though. Who has the ability?
Oh, Atlanta Falcons,
Falcons,
The-
Bucks, maybe.
the Bugs.
But as long as you don't pay what the 49ers paid to get him,
Yeah. Oh, no, they're not.
there's
Even
no. I don't think you get a first rounder for him now.
damn.
What teams like willing to be in a rebuilding phase for the next 2-3 years, basically?
No, I don't even think you put him in rebuilding phase because he'll suck even more. You're not putting him in positions to succeed.
I mean, I knew I floated the idea, like when the Cowboys lost in the playoffs. I was like, maybe the 49ers don't want Trey Lance. Maybe we can go get Trey Lance or something like that. But
Yeah.
I don't want
Last
him
year.
now.
Yeah, everybody's talking bad about him.
I mean, unless he
looks-
flips a switch when the
you
season
should
starts.
you should watch QB School on YouTube. I don't know who that is. It's
No.
Jake Sullivan. He's an old QB. Bro, he shreds them apart. Like, well, he talks. He doesn't say like bad words, nothing like that. But he shows
Like
what
what
he
he's
was
doing
not
wrong.
doing. That he was scared to throw balls. Guys wide open. Him not wanting to throw the ball. Like the good design plays for him to succeed. Just throw. Oh, I'm gonna throw a check down or like starters then get sacked. Like bro, let's
Man.
check that video out. But
That's-
and I didn't even watch the game, but like the films there that like he's
Oh, yeah.
that he
3 and
has
outs
the
and 3 and outs,
place.
3
for
and
it.
outs,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Or just making bad decisions. So
yeah.
okay,
I don't know. Maybe Brock
Still-
Purdy might start again. You never know.
Crazy.
But either way, I think they go.
Brock.
I think they win the division.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think the Rams, as if Matthew Stafford stays healthy this year, Cooper Kupp stays healthy. I know they both got hurt last year, so the Rams just fell off completely. If Aaron Donald is happy, he keeps hinting at retirement all the time.
I think he should, to be honest.
I mean, he's still young.
Yeah, he's like 28 or 29, not even 30.
Yeah, or I think he's right at 30. I think he got drafted like 2011 or 2012. But
Yeah.
he's young. Like,
No, yeah.
But I don't know. But I think losing Jalen Ramsey, I don't think that does.
Me too.
I don't put too
They
much
have no
stock in
depth.
him.
They don't have no depth. That's why I also heard him last year.
I think they'll go second. Just
they'll go
because I don't
second?
just for the sole reason that I don't think
They're
the
Geno
Seahawks-
Smith.
Yeah, I don't think the Seahawks.
But their
will.
roster, I'm
Their
telling
rosters, their defense is good, but how many games can you?
Yeah,
league
Cam
isn't-
can hold up, right?
We're not in the league anymore where you can have a game manager and a good defense and go far and win a lot of games.
I disagree. I think you can, but if your weapons are like really good, kind of like
yeah, but then
like
now
Brock
you're,
Purdy.
but now you're not game managing. Well, Brock Purdy wasn't game managing though. That's the thing.
No, you kind of was just in the pocket.
He was putting up stats.
Oh, you mean kind of like run game, defense,
Like,
throw
yeah.
here and there, play
Yeah.
action type
Exactly.
stuff. No,
Like, game managers like run the ball, play action, hit somebody open.
Okay, I gotta
Keep
get
on.
what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I take that back.
Yeah, kind of just like a poster boy. There, just kind of.
Yeah, just throwing it like
Yeah.
under 20. Yeah, under 20 attempts.
Yeah.
25 under 25
exactly.
attempts.
Kind of like what Ryan Tannehill is, basically.
Okay.
That's kind of he's like a game
Yeah.
managing quarterback.
Okay,
To me.
I agree.
And
I
then-
mean, I'm with you. Cooper Kupp and Matthew Stafford. I love that combo.
yeah.
So I could see that swinging to second.
But now if Cooper Kupp is now your only option, that's when we're gonna run into problems.
Think Van Jefferson takes the leap.
He didn't take the leap
I
that
know.
Super Bowl year, so I don't know. Maybe with
Is
not
Allen-
so much
Did
pressure.
they
and
release Allen,
spotlight
Allen
on him.
Robinson? They released him, I think,
I
right?
think they released him.
Damn. I liked him, but
He didn't.
he didn't
do
show
anything.
nothing. He didn't show. Yeah.
He was good with the Jaguars, and then he didn't do anything with Chicago, and then he came to the Rams and didn't do anything again.
He
But
was alright-ish with Chicago, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember.
it's okay. Yeah. And the Cardinals are just gonna suck.
I got him at 2 wins.
They're gonna suck. They're just gonna suck.
Okay.
Bad.
And let's go move to the NFC
South.
South. This one should be quick.
Another shitty division.
Okay.
I think the Saints will still be good.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
I like Derek Carr.
Yeah, Derek Carr with Chris Olave and Slant Boy Michael Thomas.
Bro, I mean, he got weapons. So you got Michael Thomas at number 2. I think Olave, you can consider him the number 1 now at the Saints.
Oh yeah, no, Chris Olave is number 1. Michael Thomas, I think he hasn't been good because I think every season for like the past 2-3 seasons he's just out.
Oh, yeah, he's always injured. He's always
Oh,
injured.
like not he'll play maybe one game he'll get hurt again.
Damn.
Yeah, so
He's a broke.
we'll see. We'll see what happens with him.
Okay.
Their defense is usually always good.
I think they also win it by default. Oh, yeah, the defense is always decent. Yeah.
Yeah, like you were about to say, they're winning by default.
Yeah.
They're going to be.
Who you got
winning.
second? I want to see. I want to hear this. Nah, I'm for sure you're not saying Buccaneers.
Oh,
So
no.
between Panthers
Buccaneers are going to fight for
and
Caleb
Falcons?
Williams. Man. I kind of like the Falcons only because at least their quarterback is going to already have a year under his belt.
Okay.
And they got Bijan Robinson. I think Bijan Robinson is going to be really good.
Me too.
Kyle Pitts is supposed to be this generational tight end.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see.
I think he'll.
He did
he'll
good
clean
last
them.
year.
All right. No, yeah, he'll. No, well, his rookie year is better, right?
Yeah, his rookie year was better.
But yeah, he'll drop off. But I think he'll come back. I'm with you.
Yeah.
And then especially with like, I think they'll run the ball a lot even more. They
Yeah.
did a pretty good running game in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But I think they'll, like you said, open up Kyle Pitts a little bit more and
Yeah.
Drake London.
Drake London was a good wide receiver out of USC. He was like the 5th overall pick, I think, last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. I guess, yeah, I think I'll take them too.
Okay, me too. I thought I
don't have any
I
faith
thought
in
you,
their
you,
defense.
you maybe were gonna go to Panthers, but
No, Panthers. See, the thing with the Panthers is Bryce Young has everything for a young quarterback. He's just too small, man.
kind of like a Tua thing.
Yeah. Even then, like, I mean, Tua's still
Being
like,
bigger, a little bit bigger.
Yeah, he's still a little bit bigger. He's like 5'11", 6 foot maybe. Bryce Young, I think, is shorter than me.
No way.
I think I'm 5'10". I think he's 5'9".
Yeah, he
Like
is 5'9".
5'9",
He is
something like that.
5'9".
Like, bruh,
So he's my height. Damn.
he's
Damn, he called me short.
He's little, bro. He's little.
Okay.
They probably rounded it up. They
Nah,
rounded
he's
it
your
up.
height.
They
Well, he's
rounded
taller
up.
than me, but still.
I'm still short for a fucking quarterback.
Yeah,
Like,
true. All right. He's still
Cap.
short. He's still
Cap.
short.
Yeah, no, that's still way too small.
I like their defense.
Yeah, I mean they got J.C. Horn. He's a good corner.
Top corner.
Yeah, I like their defense. I just Bryce Young won games for Alabama. Like that's not nothing. He did win, but he won a Heisman. But I don't know. These big boys in the NFL.
Oh yeah,
it's something different.
It's
We
something
saw with
royal.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
I don't think Kyler Murray was as good as Bryce Young was in college, but we see what happens.
You can
in the
see
NFL.
him. You can see Kyler struggling, basically.
Yeah,
You can
and
see-
Kyler even put on weight when he got to the NFL. Like, he's a little chunky now.
Yeah.
He's
He's a little thick.
cachetudo.
Yeah.
And even then, those licks, they get to him.
Yeah, it does. It does. I'm trying to argue with you, but you're right. Like, that's the proof. Kyler Murray's the proof. Like, you see some flashes, but you'll see also come up that it matters.
Like
it matters.
Those couple of years where the Cardinals were good with Kyler Murray. What was it? First half of the season, they were great. Kyler Murray gets hurt.
Dropped off.
And it just drop off. And, yeah, that's what happens. I think I want to believe in that, but that's the reason why I liked C.J. Stroud over Bryce Young, which is why I wanted C.J. Stroud to go to the Panthers and not the Texans, because I like C.J. Stroud. So, but I guess I'm going to have to hate him from now on.
Nah, you gotta love my boy C.J. Stroud.
We'll see if that Ohio State curse doesn't come back to bite him in the ass.
We shall see.
We'll see. But, yeah, I think I just don't think Bryce Young is going to be able to do it.
Do you think his whole career or just for this year?
Unless he grows.
No, okay, then no. He'll struggle. Like, he'll be the next K1.
I think he'll have flashes. I think people will see the potential of what he could be, but it's always going to be a sad
Just gonna
thing.
be
So,
that pain, something you can't get over with.
You can't, yeah.
You gotta take the thing Messi took. The
HGH.
Yeah. All right.
And then-
So you got
And then Bucks bottom.
Bucks bottom. Yeah, I'm with you 100%. 100%.
I think the Browns just broke Baker Mayfield.
Think so.
Well, Odell broke Baker Mayfield.
Don't blame it on Odell. Do not
I don't
blame
blame
it
it
on
all on Odell, but it's no coincidence that when Odell was not playing and bitching and moaning to Baker, they went to the playoffs and he won a playoff game for the Browns, who haven't won a playoff game since the 90s. And then as soon as he comes back, he falls off. And then when he falls off, then Odell's dad.
Odell's just another web for him. He didn't he's just running the same routes.
It's because the thing was when Odell wasn't there, he was spreading the ball around more.
Oh, okay. So he wasn't more of a target.
And then now when Odell's on your team, and now Odell wants the ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Odell keeps
So it
asking for the ball.
changes the system a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And
Fair enough.
And then that whole drama where they just split the locker room in half. Who's Team Odell? Who's Team Baker? I just didn't think it was fair to Baker at all. But
I'm just a OBJ fanboy, but I'll let
I'm a
it
Baker
slide.
fanboy. So.
Okay. Let's see how that goes.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right.
I heard he's struggling in camp though.
Who, OBJ?
Baker Mayfield.
Oh yeah, that's what I heard.
He's been struggling in camp. So that's what I'm saying. I think they just broke him. He was good with the Rams. When he went to the Rams.
I thought they were gonna bring him back.
He got signed 2 days before a game, and he won them. He won them a game. That was wild. But
all right,
let's see.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm not gonna say anything because I agree with, and I got the same. I just think, like you said, Atlanta's QB is not all that, but their weapons is just crazy. Tight end, wide receiver, and running back. They're building something over there.
Yeah. I mean,
all right.
You keep picking top 5 for the past 3-4 years.
Gotta
Eventually, you gotta get good.
You see, man, I just wish they could like tank so they can get Caleb Williams. And oh my God, Caleb Williams, Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London.
Yeah,
With that O-line. Okay. All right, last division.
The best
NFC
division.
East, the best division in football according to Jason. Even though I got the AFC North, but okay. For last year, I'll give it to you. It was everybody.
3 of our teams made the playoffs.
Yeah, it's all right. You want me to start off? I'll start off.
I'll let you go.
Okay. No screaming though. My parents will
Get you
sleep.
up.
All right, this is hard. Okay, so this is hard for me just because I like Washington's defense, and I like Terry Scary, but other than that, I have some question marks. Their run game is so bad. So and then that gets you nowhere, and their QB somehow does not move the needle for me.
Just mid. Yeah.
Mid, bro, they just named him starter.
Yeah.
Even though it was kind of obvious for us, and like they want to name him because he was so bad. They're trying to find somebody else who can beat him, but the other QBs are so bad that nobody did. So, and I like their talent. I like everything else except that they can't run the ball. So that's gonna be a problem again this year. So I got Washington last, and then even though I like their defense, I think Chase Young, I think he's in a contract year, so he'll be like, oh, I need to try my best and hopefully get a new contract renewal. And so, and then, but I don't know how bad I put. It's crazy, bro, because they went what 8-9 last year or 8.
There was something like that, like 7-10 or something.
And like
it came down to like the last 2 weeks of the season.
And they added Eric Bieniemy, and it's another year for somehow. So you would think they would get a little bit better and make the playoffs, but it's just they're also inconsistent.
You gotta try to make chicken salad with chicken shit. So
exactly. So and the QB matters a lot, and like you said, we're not in the same thing. So it's true. Like I want to put them, say that they improved, but and you can't win every game. So I got them last, and I got Giants next, but I'm dropping off way. I think they overachieved last year. They overachieved, and the Saquon Barkley. I know he's
not going to be happy this season.
Yeah, I feel like he just forcefully signed that contract.
Well, it was basically like a franchise tag.
Yeah, it was a little bit more than exactly. And then, Danny Dimes, he's overrated. He can run, but he can't throw. I feel like he has his training wheels on. Like they don't want to trust him.
Vanilla Vic.
Yeah, and I think he overachieved. Like, yeah, he's a proper game manager that can run. Yeah, but he only runs to like. So he only runs to like save the first to get a first down. He don't really no design runs or nothing.
No.
Or
he's
like
fast.
Yeah, he got some legs in there. Yeah. And I think they go like 6-10, 6-11, 7-10 type thing. Because their weapons are bad. His wide receiver is horrible. People say that he's good because he plays well with no receivers. But if you look at him, he kind of does not know how to play that well the QB position. And so
his presence isn't what it needs to be.
Yeah, so they'll be last, and then the top two teams after the Niners that are gonna be fighting for the number 2 seed. Don't get excited, but I got the Cowboys winning the division. But they're not gonna be the better team. Big dick. No. So I only because I know the schedules are similar, but I've gone through the Eagles' schedule, and it's hard as hell.
Yeah, because they had such an easy one last year, so they better get a hard one now.
Exactly, and so they have the toughest one, and they do, and it's like, and they play the Jets, so like some of the teams that were bad last year, they got them better in their schedule, so they should be better. So I think they'll be the better team because I like their depth. I like almost the whole roster, basically top to bottom. But you can't win every game, so their losses will catch up to them, and they'll lose the division to you guys. But when it comes to the playoffs, I think they'll show up, and I don't know if they'll meet y'all. Maybe they would, maybe not. We'll see. But in the bracket I did, supposedly they meet y'all, and I got y'all losing to them. And no, they don't. They don't meet y'all. They meet Niners like you guys met them last year. Because I got Niners number 1. I got y'all number 2. Number 3, the NFC North, whoever that is, or Detroit. And then 4th. And then yeah. You'll meet with the Niners, but you'll lose the Niners in the NFC championship game. But whatever. That's just, I'm going over that, but I got y'all winning barely. Either by 1 game or by tiebreaker.
What do you like about the Cowboys? What do you like about?
I like the Brandon Cooks. So we got the deep threat. I don't know much about the tight end, but you told me you told me they're decent, so I'll take your word for it.
I like them.
I like Deuce Vaughn. I like.
I called it.
What I am worried that I don't know if Deuce Vaughn's gonna start.
No, he's not. No.
So who's gonna start?
Pollard.
But he's injured. Isn't he gonna miss a few games?
he's ready to go now.
It's from he's starting week 1?
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind. I'm not that worried about that anymore.
Yeah, no, he's
Because
back.
I thought
now.
he was gonna take like he's not gonna start till like week 4 or 3 or something like that.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's back.
Okay.
He's been practicing.
I like the
training
Stephon
camp.
Gilmore. So y'all's other that second cornerback is not a weakness anymore. I like Van Der Esch. I obviously like Michael Parsons and Randy Gregory. No, not Randy Gregory. Trevor. No.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Marcus Lawrence. There you go.
And Sam Williams.
I don't know who that is, but I'll take your word for it. And I like y'all's pick, first round pick, Maxie Smith.
Mozzie Smith. Yeah.
Mozzie Smith, sorry.
Yeah.
I like Mozzie Smith, the run block, because you guys couldn't
We
stop
could
the
have
run.
stopped the run. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to go with need. So I did all the need.
Yeah.
The second cornerback,
And
stop the run,
stopper. Yep.
and another weapon, because CeeDee Lamb is a number 1, which I thought he wasn't. He doubted me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys have a different element of deep threat that can maybe open.
Yeah, because last year it was kind of CeeDee Lamb or bust. Because
If he wasn't cooking, he wasn't.
Gallup was back, but he was coming off his ACL and he wasn't 100%.
Exactly. So you got CD at the 1, Brandon Cooks at the 2, Michael Gallup at the 3. So either when you maybe put Brandon Cooks at the 1, and then on the other side you can like
the X and the Z.
Yeah, and you put CD at the slot, because I know usually when almost every time CD's in the slot, the ball's going in. So that even open up even more. So because you got that deep threat, Brandon Cooks, so it'll flow a little bit more. So that's what I like. And I don't think Dak can throw as many picks as he can as last year, because he already threw a lot last year in a little bit of games. So I don't he'll throw like any picks like any other QB.
Yeah.
I think he'll cut it down to 10.
Yeah, for sure.
10 is good. If 10 is still kind of a lot-ish, maybe not elite, but I think that won't lose you as many games as it would.
No.
So
he threw 15 last year, and I could count probably 5 that weren't his fault. That were tips.
okay, there you go. 10.
So 10, I think, is a good number for him.
10 or 8. If he gives 10 or 8, bro, that's good. So they'll keep
And
you
I
safe.
expect him to throw a lot of touchdowns too. So with 10 interceptions,
Okay. Yeah, and you kept your DC, so that's what y'all needed to do.
Yeah.
And even though I don't know what Mike McCarthy is play calling wise, I
That's
haven't
my
watched.
only question mark. I hope.
If you're worried about it, I'm worried about it.
I'm not. I'm worried only because I don't know what it's gonna be.
Okay.
I-
Okay. Me either. I've never seen him in that position, but
He called plays for Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers, and he won a Super Bowl, but that was like 12 years ago. So
okay. Okay.
we'll see.
We shall see. And then yeah. The Eagles though. Eagles replace everything they need to replace. I like Jalen Carter. I like DeAndre Swift. They got him on the cheap. I mean, he's not best, whatever, but it looks like it fits their system. They just need 2 decent
He's a
running
good
backs.
tailback. He's a tailback.
Exactly.
He's not a halfback. He's a tailback.
Tailback. And then so we get obviously the best O-line in the game. And Jalen Hurts, the best QB in the division. I mean, division and the conference.
Nope.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts is better than Dak Prescott. I know he did it for 1 year, but he did it at such a high level, you got to put him on top.
Nope.
All right, we'll have the discussion later. But for me, it is that whole another episode. But yeah, so but that's what I got.
Okay. Yeah, I got Washington last. I think the only thing they got going for them is their D line. They're all first round picks.
All 4 of them.
All 4.
The whole line.
Yep. And Chase Young, I believe he'll probably just gonna go and get hurt again, like he always.
You think
does.
he'll get hurt again?
Yeah.
I think he
It's a
won't get.
pattern.
Oh, I think he'll play for the Penguins.
Or he'll play through an injury.
Yeah, so he can
probably.
get a contract.
Depends on what he gets.
We'll see.
Sam Howell doesn't move the needle for me at all, but whatever. Scary Terry, he gets locked up by Trayvon Diggs every time they meet. I ain't got a problem with that.
I didn't know that, but I'll take a look.
Trayvon Diggs locks him up every time they play.
Okay.
Yeah. Washington is whatever.
Doo-doo.
Giants, I have them third, like you also. Brian Daboll's an excellent coach. He's a good offensive mind.
I agree.
They picked up.
You think they will get more wins than last year or less?
I think they stay right at what they are.
Over there, okay.
I think they picked up homeboy Darren Waller. We'll see if he pans out there. He's a top 5 tight end, but he didn't do much last year. But I think, it's
Yeah, he did.
the potential is there. He's
yeah,
good.
he didn't do much with a better QB than he is gonna have right now.
Yeah, we'll see. Saquon's not gonna be happy throughout the season because he's gone after the season.
He better be gone.
Well, yeah, you gave him a 1-year
It's a
contract.
trash roster. Oh, they can't franchise tag him again after the.
No, because I think who did they franchise tag? They franchise tag someone else. That's why they couldn't franchise tag Saquon.
Oh, okay.
I forgot who it was. Their defense usually shows up. They usually have an okay defense every year, but
Yeah.
Dak is still
but
daddy.
not bad. Okay.
And so for 1 and 2, of course, I got Big D. Big Dick Dak.
Dakota Prescott.
Dakota Prescott. He's going to rain down touchdowns on the filthy Eagles. I think that's when you said, you like the Eagles roster better top to bottom than the Cowboys. I disagree with that.
Really?
I think.
What is the Eagles' weakness?
I don't think they have a weakness.
I was gonna say maybe their safety because they lost. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, but I mean they replaced him, but maybe not at the highest level.
Their corners still, they'll pick up the slack for them.
Okay.
I don't think Darius Slay is as good as people think he is. James Bradbury, when he was with the Giants, Dak used to smoke him all the time.
Yeah, James Bradbury in general is overrated.
Yeah,
but I like Darius Slay, but he's not the
duo.
okay, but he's not. I wouldn't say he's the number one cornerback. Darius Slay in the league. In the league.
I don't even.
I've heard that though.
I would leave him like right outside the top 5, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think he's all that to me.
Real quick. I got Pat. Oh no, I can't put Dirt. Would you put Sauce already in there?
Oh yeah.
Because his man game, bro. He can man up anybody. He can lock him up man to man. Okay. I got Sauce, Pat, J.C. Horn.
J.C. Horn is not better than Trayvon. I can tell you that.
Trayvon getting Diggs is not top 5.
Trayvon Diggs is not top 5.
No.
Trayvon Diggs is top 5.
He's outside the top 5.
How is he not top 5?
Okay. With the Packers.
Jair Alexander.
I think
he's better than Trayvon.
Okay. Yeah. Passer 10. J.C. Horn. No.
J.C. Horn hasn't done much shit for me to be putting him up.
He's young. He's already, okay. Okay, maybe you're right.
I got
Sauce, Pat. What's his name? Jair. Okay, that for sure. I got in my top 3.
Okay.
You
want Trayvon there?
No, I don't. No,
yes,
I know. No, dude. I know I can get him off. I swear I can get him off. Yeah, I'll put Darius Slay. Darius Slay is better.
Not better than Trayvon.
But I know I can put him off the top 5 too. Why can't I just think? Not the Ravens. The Ravens. What's this? The Ravens corner.
Marlon Humphrey.
Yeah. No, they're so bro.
It's Trayvon, bro.
No, Trayvon's not top 5.
It's Trayvon.
Bro, I get you better list.
Yeah.
No, it's not Trayvon. I can get him off. I can both of them off. Okay, go.
Okay.
Sorry.
What was
I was trying to make it quick, but it was definitely not.
Okay. So I think we have the best safety core. Our safeties are legit. We got Jaron Curse, Donovan Wilson, and
I like Donovan Wilson.
Malik Hooker. They're dogs, man, and they're thumpers, all of them. And Jaron Curse is like 6'3", 6'4", something like that.
Damn.
He's giant. Yeah. I think our safeties are better than yours. I think our corners are better than the Eagles. I think our corners are better than the Eagles. I think Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Gilmore and Deron Bland, who got 5 interceptions last year, replacing Jordan Lewis. I think he's better than James Bradbury and Darius Slay.
Okay, yeah. I'm not that rated on Bradbury, but okay.
And our linebackers, unfortunately, our 3rd round pick was going to be a sensation this year. Tore his ACL last night against the Seattle Seahawks. Overshawn from Texas. Mm-hmm. He was going to be legit.
Is that the one you were telling me about last time?
Yes. Damn. He tore his ACL last
night. Oh, you did.
Night.
You sent me clips of it, yeah.
But no, we still have some good talent at linebacker. We have Van Der Esch, who's solid. He's not going to do anything crazy for you, but
he's a starter and hold it. Yeah, I like him too.
Jabril Cox and Damone Damone Clark. Those guys are freaks. They're good athletes. They can run sideline to sideline with any running back, with any wide receiver. Our D-line is going to be spectacular. We can switch between DeMarcus Lawrence and Sam Williams on one side and Dorrance Armstrong. You can switch sides on them. We got our run stuffer, Mozzie Smith, who we drafted just for that.
He better be.
He's
I think he is. It looks like he is.
Yeah, I mean, he had to Michigan had to buy all new weightlifting equipment for him.
Oh, really?
Because he was outdoing all of it.
That's badass.
Jonathan Hankins, he helped run stuffing last year. We traded for him in the middle of the season just for that. And he did an okay job. And of course we got the GOAT, Micah Parsons, Defensive Player of the Year this year. I'm counting on it.
We're gonna do a whole list of all that stuff, and I'm not disagreeing with you, but he's gonna. I think for sure he's gonna eventually get one.
Yeah, and he's
gonna. But you're calling it for this year?
He's destroying the league this year. That's our defense. Our offense, I got Dak, who I think is better than Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts, his historic year that he had, his MVP season he had last year, was Dak's rookie year.
Okay.
So, man,
similar.
It's whatever. I think I got our running backs. I got Tony Pollard. Speaks for itself. He did really good last year.
Elusive, very elusive.
Not really. He's sneaky thumper. He's not as big a thumper as Zeke was, but he's sneaky.
Okay.
He can lay a little bit.
But we can agree his strength is the elusiveness.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. He's shifty. And Deuce Vaughn, who as soon as they drafted him, I called it that he's gonna be legit. That they're gonna love. He's gonna be a steal.
I've seen some not film, but I've seen some highlights, and he looks dope.
I mean,
I had no idea who he was, man.
Yeah, these last preseason games, man. He literally juked a safety so bad that the safety tackled the guy that was chasing after him.
I'm going to check that out.
It was bad. He laid him out. And he's legit. And then I think some of the other backup running backs that are fighting for the spot, they're pretty good too.
Okay.
Our offensive line, left tackle, Tyron Smith, Hall of Famer. Nothing to say there. Our left guard, we're going to have Tyron Smith, who played left tackle last year in replacement of Tyron Smith. He's legit. He proved he belongs there now. Center leaves a lot to be
replace
desired.
Tyler Smith or Tyron?
Tyron Smith got hurt last year, and Tyler Smith went in
the
to
rookie
play left tackle.
played. Okay.
And he did very well.
Okay.
And so, in our tackle is Tyler Biotish, who's just okay. He's average. I mean, he messes
in
up.
a system and not being one of the top guys in the line, he can do his job. They'll help him out.
There's a couple times he pisses me off though, because he does fuck up sometimes. On my right guard, I got Zach Martin. He got paid, so he's gonna be happy, healthy.
Bro, but it's gonna hurt y'all. But I mean, y'all need to do whatever.
We had to sign because we had been fucking him for years.
But he could have just waited. That's what annoyed me. He could have just waited for the contract extension, bro.
No, because they had been I feel him, empathize with him completely, because we had been every time we needed to restructure something for some new player, it was always him.
Oh, he suffered before. Oh, okay. Then I guess it's fair.
Then he was always getting fucked, and he's been the best right guard in football for damn near 10 years now, and he wasn't even close to being the highest paid.
Okay.
So we righted that wrong. Right tackle Terrence Steele. Hopefully he comes back from his ACL tear. You don't really need your ACL. You don't need to depend on your ACL too much as a right tackle. Mm-hmm. So hopefully it doesn't hinder him too bad. Our wide receivers, we got CeeDee Lamb, speaks for itself. Brandon Cooks, he's going to be a new deep threat that we haven't had in a while. Michael Gallup, another year off of that ACL injury, so hopefully he goes back to his old self. He's a get up and get it kind of guy, and he's going to get him, and he's going to get his toes down. He always does. I could even go to like our number 4 and number 5. Turpin, who's our punt and kickoff returner, he's crazy elusive and crazy fast. They might throw him in at some gadget play and score some touchdowns. He's good.
You know more than I thought you knew. Well, you definitely know your team.
And then Jalen, they've been fighting with Jalen Tolbert and Jalen Brooks. Jalen Brooks is some nowhere guy that is playing really good in training camp and in preseason. They got high hopes for him, and then they got Jalen Tolbert, who they drafted in the 3rd round last year. who he was a bust last year, but for some reason he's showing out now. He's good now.
What round was he? What type?
Third round.
Third round.
He's from South Alabama, something like that. South Alabama State, some
Nowhere
small school.
Yeah. Small school.
Yeah, our weapons are gonna be crazy, and Dak I think is gonna. The Mike McCarthy is he's bringing over the West Coast offense.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's what his forte is. So
Okay, I
it's
didn't know
very
that.
quarterback friendly. It's very much more a lot of play action, a lot of playing off the run, a lot of run after the catch, which I think is very quarterback friendly.
Yeah, in
And-
general, yeah.
and so
More for Dak since
yeah.
you don't want him to throw more picks.
Nah, he can let it. He
Nah,
can let it
man.
fly.
Nah, he can.
I mean, I've already picked him as my MVP favorite. I think he's gonna go off this year.
Favorite.
Well, like for me, like I think he's
Oh,
gonna
okay.
win MVP this
You're
year.
putting your money on Dak, basically. I wouldn't do that, but okay. Well, now when you got Joe Burrow, but
If
he's
he,
injured.
if he misses games, he automatically get taken
Now
off.
when you got Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts.
I guarantee you,
I'm not saying Patty Mahomes because
Cowboys sweep the Eagles this year. Hot take. Not even hot take because I believe that wholeheartedly. Dak is daddy to the Eagles. Dak doesn't lose to the Eagles.
But he's not.
Dak is daddy
But
for the whole
they're
division.
playing with
actually.
Jalen Hurts this year, and Jalen Hurts is gonna beat him.
No, sir.
They'll split it. I think they'll split, and they're both gonna play. Hopefully, they're both healthy to play. Because I want
to see that. Yeah.
I want to see you suffer.
Because last year we caught up on them with Cooper Rush, with Jalen Hurts was playing that first game when y'all came over to watch the game. When Cooper Rush came back, he almost won that game for the Cowboys.
Yeah, he kind of kept it closer than I thought.
Yeah.
Towards the end,
And then the Christmas Eve game, that was
crazy.
my blood pressure went up. I was going crazy.
It was a pretty good
I didn't
game.
care about any of the presents I got that Christmas because my Cowboys beat the Eagles.
It was like 40 to something. It went
Yeah,
up
it
to
was
the
crazy.
40s, right?
Well, and the one play was like the third and
I
30.
didn't end up finishing because I was already going to my party and like I lost signal on the way there, and then I was like, bruh.
Yeah.
No,
No,
you were texting me. I was like, fuck, I missed it.
I didn't leave the house until the game was over.
That's what I wanted to do
telling
too.
my mom was like, ya vente. No. And bro, there was like the third and 30 was a play of the year for me.
the
They were
two-way
at a
Hilton
third and
one?
30, yeah, and that was
I don't know
beautiful.
how they let that slide.
It was
but,
beautiful. I loved it.
but I mean, they won four. They ran 4 verts, right? 4 verticals. That's all they did.
I don't even remember. No, because
When-
T.Y. was doubled. Well, I mean, the
He
safety
was
came over to
done.
help, but he had
But
already
late,
got past him.
yeah. Because he passed the quarterback, like, because he was just
Yeah.
okay. You want to wrap
So-
it up?
Yeah.
All right. So you got Cowboys first. How many wins ish?
Cowboys, I'll get them at 12-5.
Eagles by 1 or tiebreaker? Like lose 1 game less, or they win? Sorry, the Cowboys win 1 more game than them. 2 more games.
I think we win 2 more games than them.
2. Okay. So 10-7 for the.
Yeah, because there's like a part in the Eagles
Oh,
schedule
yeah.
where they're gonna go through a good stretch where it's gonna
Oh yeah. It's gonna.
a 5-game losing streak. I think I got them on. Like,
Oh no, not me. We can do another episode for that.
Yeah,
that'll be fun. That'll be fun to
Yeah.
do. We can bring a whole whiteboard and everything.
Yeah.
All right.
I got
All right,
Cowboys
guys.
winning.
We went through all the divisions in football. We had you saw what? That was it. Sorry.
Okay, so just talk to them.
Then why'd you move the camera like that? All right, he moved this. That's why I was
we don't
talking to
really
the
do
camera. All right.
We'll just edit that
And
part out.
cut right now. Thanks for we just
Hanging in with us.
Thanks for hanging out with us. I know it was long, but it was dope as fuck talking about
There's a lot to talk
divisions.
about. Yep.
And so we'll bring about the playoffs and who makes the Super Bowl predictions. We'll do super predictions.
Playoff
MVP.
predictions. Yeah. Accolades.
We can do top QBs and top positions. So we can do like who's the best wide receivers and cornerbacks.
Oh yeah.
We can do that all in one video.
Mhm.
So we'll do that. Well, probably not the next video. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Or
We'll probably like right before the
pretty
season
soon.
starts.
Yeah, pretty soon.
Yeah.
So we'll have the
I'll come all
playoff.
decked out in Cowboys gear. I'll be
we'll bring. We'll do the playoff picture.
yeah.
Super Bowl predictions and
Accolades and rank.
yeah, who would think was
That's
that?
good. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening to this. Again, this is SES podcast, Special Edition Sports Podcast. Follow all our social media. Follow all of our podcast platforms and Apple Music, Spotify, Google Podcasts,
Share to everyone
Amazon.
you know.
Yeah, share.
We're trying to grow.
We'll always be here on YouTube as well. So for the video who likes video podcasts, and we'll also have our podcast platforms. So for those who want to listen on the radio in your car, we'll be here. Again, this is Jason, Edwin, and you'll see Asiel and Chris here pretty soon as well in other videos. Appreciate it.
We'll be good.
Take care.
We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers, gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew a zip and I'm still sober.